Okay, hello, dear friends. Good evening. So, this is the middle of the night, and I could not fall asleep. So, instead of forcing myself to go to bed, I just do a video, blah blah blah, so that I can induce myself to fall asleep at the same time to induce you to fall asleep. Anyway, so this is the other day. In the morning, I went to Campbell, a little town called Campbell, about half an hour drive from my place. I had something to do, so when I finished my thing to deliver my son to do something, I had the whole morning to myself, and I did not want to go back home. So I went around the township of Campbell. It's a beautiful town, and I used to be there quite often. I used to work for Belize for a company as a tutor, language tutor, and it used to have an office around that area. So I went there often. Anyway, so today the goal is to make me to fall asleep, maybe at the same time make you fall asleep. So there is not a particular goal, and there is not a particular inspirational talk in it. Let's just blah 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 and say something very tedious so that we can fall asleep nicely and easily, and make a good dream, maybe, because with grandma's voice, with an old woman's voice, usually you can fall asleep nicely and peacefully, and warmly without fear, right? and it has a better chance to make a good dream, right? The other day I read, I listened to audiobook, and one of it is The Alchemist. It's such a wonderful book and deep book, and the audiobook is read by a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful voice. It's very pleasant. In this novel, the author Paulo Coelho, he had very famous quote: "Dreams are the language of God." No matter who you believe, one thing that we can make sure is that dream is a messenger from heaven. Dream has meanings, and make a good dream can bring good thoughts and can start our day with pleasant spirit. So here is a story Maybe you are watching the video or not watching. It's not important. The image is not important. We just want to fall asleep, right? The story goes like this. Long, 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 long time ago, far, 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 far away. Long time ago and far away, there was a farmer. He needed to carry water from a very far away place to his home, take water, because it was old time. There was not this tap water so easily. So he had 2 vases, and he always carried one vase on one hand and the other vase on the other hand. And he always makes sure that one hand is one vase, one particular vase, and the other hand is the other particular vase, respectively. You get the idea, right? But these 2 vases are different. There was one vase is perfect, was perfect, complete, beautiful. There was another vase, had a crack. And so every time he went to get water and carry the water going back home, so there was one hand with a vase full, complete with water, and there was another hand with a vase that had a crack, and finish when he arrived home, it's only half of the vase filled with water. The other half disappeared, dripped away. So this made the vases very sad. The vase was very sad. The cracked vase was very sad. And he thought, I had only one purpose in my life, that is to carry water, and I could not do it well. And he felt very small, very bad about itself, because it could not do a good job that was supposed to do. And he thought, what was the meaning of my life? And he was sad, and the owner, the farmer, realized. And the farmer said, don't be so sad. Look on the road. You will understand what is happening. So the cracked vase looked on the road. On one side of the road, which was not its side, the other side, clean, flat, and perfect road without anything. And on its side, the cracked vase side, there was grass and beautiful flowers, because every time there were water dripping, 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 and on the road grass started to grow because of the water, because of the dripping water, and flower started to blossom, and it was a beautiful scenery. And that is the story. And that is the moral of the story. Do not diminish yourself for your mistake, for your weakness. Everything has a purpose. It is better to be the authentic self than trying to be another person, another thing. Just be your authentic self. Heaven has a purpose for you to be you, including your weakness. And your weakness on one side is weakness. On the other side, when you put it to perspective, when you see the matter from a different angle, from different purpose, from different goal, and with an open heart, you will see different result. Sometimes I am thinking about myself. For example, there are days I am happier, I felt better, I feel better, I feel accomplished, I feel happy, I feel confident. There are days I feel less than it. And I feel less than it because of my character. For example, because I was not very good at controlling. I am not very good at controlling. I am not very good at saying no. I am not very good at managing. I am not very good at a lot of things, which I do not even need to mention because the list could go on and on and on and on. We do not need to hear the detail. We know. I know I have so many weaknesses. And you know you have weaknesses. And this weakness is part of my character. It makes me more approachable, I feel. I feel people can feel more comfortable to be with me because I am not smart, because I could not say one sentence that just make you unable to reply. You know, there are some people, they are so sharp. The stand-up comedians, the politicians, those smart people, they can say something that just cut you back. And you cannot even find an answer. Let's say that you can be trolled just so deeply without even able to answer. And I do not have that capacity. I could not find a word that is good enough, sharp enough to burn somebody. That was my weakness. And that could be my strength. Because I do not have the capacity to intimidate people. And people may have chance to feel better than me, to feel smarter than me. And it is important that you make other people feel happy. And if you feel that make you down, then it is not good. What I'm trying to say is that people can feel better than me, smarter than me. And that is a very powerful thing. You make other people to think they are powerful than you. And in fact, they are powerful you. And you make people realize their power is actually very, very empowering, right? It is the act of not even trying and just be a loser like myself. I do not even try because I am not that good. And the fact that I am not as good as you is very empowering for you. Do I make any sense? So the point is not self-deprecation, is not self-criticize, is to understand that it is okay not being the best. You make your effort and still you are not the best. It is okay. Some people will benefit from it. Everything, every action, there is a beneficiary. There is a person that provide that opportunity for other people to benefit. You can provide the opportunity by being less good than others, not trying. Like myself, I'm not trying to be less good. I am trying to be the best, but I do not have the capacity to be the best. And that authentically put other people up, and that makes other people happy. So recently, for example, in class, I ask students to do the work and they help each other. And they say, wow, some students, little Johnny or someone, is the best teacher ever. Do I feel jealous? No, because first, it is truth. Second, when you have the chance to allow other people shine, and you have the humble spirit to accept other people brighter than you, the only result is winning, is a better result. So the point is, be that cracked vase. Be that authentic, mistake-ridden person. Be that person with weakness, full of weakness, disadvantage. Nothing is more authentic than your own authenticity. Be the true self. I love you. I really do. Do. Bye bye, friends.